morning. It is an exciting day at the Hewitt household. We are having our garden sorted out, which is probably why you can hear like a 360 digger and a chainsaw in the background, which is obviously going to make vocal recording quite interesting. So if you can hear the sound of machinery in the recording, that is why. So this morning before I do the vocal recording, I'm sat and I'm sort of playing around with the production elements of the track. I'm seeing if I can get it to sound punchy and fresh and modern without having to use a bass drum, still trying to push that, but also I want it to sound really clean, and I don't want it to sound like a traditional soul record. Not really sure how I'm going to do it, but I feel like if I play around with it for an hour or so, I'll get some interesting results, sit and be creative, and then I can record some vocals. Okay, let's record some vocals. So, I've just recorded the first batch of vocals, if you like, and I'm starting to wear my voice out because I'm enjoying it far too much. I'm genuinely putting in about 150% effort at the moment, and I need to slow down, so I should definitely have some kind of break now. But at the same time, it's so exciting doing this. I also can't believe that I'm at this point on day 6. Like, genuinely, I think this is the furthest along I've been. And obviously I don't want to jinx it, I always say this, but I feel like I'm going to get the vocals done later on today, probably work on the piano take later on as well, then tomorrow can just be about the production element, so that's fantastic. So my break is taking the form of going out to get sausage rolls and biscuits for the people working on the garden, so isn't that exciting? So I've just been into Greggs in town and literally cleared them out of sausage rolls. Didn't actually have to buy that many to do that, because it's lunchtime. I've definitely come at the wrong time to do that. It wasn't anything like the scene in Philosopher's Stone where it's like, we'll take the lot. There's only about sort of 8 in there, so. Not a bad haul, I don't think. So I put a tweet out this morning about my YouTube channel, just to a few people who I admire, people who influence me, and so far a couple of them have actually responded. So Paul Chuckle has responded, which is amazing, and Mark Hamill. So isn't that amazing? Just the power of the internet these days means that you can reach these people. I mean, genuinely, like Luke Skywalker has liked one of my tweets, which is just amazing. Obviously, I really appreciate everyone who watches this channel. It really does mean a lot that you sit and you watch these videos. And obviously, all the time, I'm trying to find new people who like it as well. Also, I checked my Spotify profile this morning, and I currently have about 800 monthly listeners, which is just incredible. So I can't thank you enough for listening. And of course, if you didn't know, all of the stuff from A Song in 7 Days is on Spotify, and you can listen to it. I don't know if I can link it up here, but I can certainly put a link in the description. So give me a follow on there, because obviously when this song comes out, you'll be the first to know about it. Now that I'm back, I've realised in my excitement that I totally forgot to write a third verse. I wrote half of it, and I obviously had that idea in the car yesterday, but I do need to finish it. So obviously I went to sing it and I was like, what do I sing now? And even I don't know, because I haven't actually written it yet. So I'm going to do that before I start doing the vocals again. Well, that is all the vocals done, believe it or not. So the only thing I've got left to do today is the piano. And then the song is actually done, the content is done. I haven't edited any of the vocals yet. I haven't gone through and comped all the takes and things like that. I think I'll do that tomorrow. But the majority of the song is pretty much finished. On day 6, this is a rarity. I think I'll grab something to eat and then I'll sit down and start jamming at the piano. Okay, I'm back, and it is piano time, which coincidentally was the name of the first ever piano book that I worked through. So yeah, I've been playing this over the last couple of days, just like jamming out ideas, and I think this is actually going to be quite fun. So I'm looking forward to sitting down at the piano and just being able to play something that is in a genre that I'm actually hugely comfortable with, which doesn't happen a lot. But it's going to be challenging because I'm going to try and use all of my piano playing ability. I'm not going to hold back on this one. So that is the piano done. Yeah, if I'm totally honest with you, that was a lot harder than I thought it would be. I've actually been sat here playing the piano longer than I have any of the other instruments for takes. It surprised me actually, because when I'm not in a recording scenario, I can sit at the piano and I can do this kind of stuff all the time, but it's really made me feel quite anxious when I'm playing. I'm quite careful with what I'm doing. So what I've actually had to do is divide the song into sections and work on those sections over and over again, which has obviously taken its toll on me. I feel quite tired now as a result, but I think what I've got out of it is quite good. So at this point, I am just going to walk away. I'm going to leave the song as it is, do all of the editing tomorrow. But this is officially the furthest I've ever been on with a song at this point in the project. Day 6. At this point, I felt like this at the end of day 7, and I've then had to mix for 2 or 3 hours. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have a fresh pair of ears to listen to it. But in the meantime, thanks for watching again, and I'll see you tomorrow.